because he
Triple
wants to
stack
push on
here.
ahead. Going down
This
short
Phoenix,
with
though,
his
is
three defenders from
really...
Built by Gamers. This is going to be a mess.
Oh my God.
The operator misses. The drone is trying to get some damage in. Luckily, Cutler's there to solve the Bjor. Oh, he completely missed. He gets free. He just snuck by. This
What?
crazy ace.
That was the most insane ace, bro. What the fuck?
That's unbelievable.
That was insane.
I think before this round,
What
he
the
had
fuck?
1 kill.
What's up guys, I'm Bjor and I play professional Valorant for Built by Gamers, and in this video I asked on Twitter for you guys to give me any questions you wanted me to answer, so I'm going to be answering them today. And make sure you like and subscribe if you like what you see. So let's get into it. Our first question we got, Tommy Cronin asks, what were your biggest obstacles to overcome when becoming a professional gamer or streamer? And for me was definitely time management, because at the time of me trying to go pro in Valorant, I was also taking a full semester or like 15 credits worth of college classes. So a lot of my time went into Valorant. I kind of like took a gamble where I neglected all of my college and my grades in that and just dumped it all into Valorant, but kind of worked out for me. But yeah, my biggest obstacle would have been school, just because of the amount of time it consumes. Second question here, we have Dave Baku asking, do you think the meta is going to shift away from Sentinels? If yes, what would you play instead? I think it already kind of is a little bit on some maps. I think that Sentinels are kind of falling off a little bit, and Astra's taking their place, because you can kind of play that character as a Sentinel and use it to lock down sites, and also lurk with too, since you can use your utility from anywhere on the map. But yeah, I think in general though, the game is going to be constantly evolving, and certain characters or certain roles are just going to fall out of the meta, and so that's why you need to be a player that can pretty much just play anything, or at least have the work ethic to pick up anything. Hunter asks, what are the biggest mistakes you see people make when playing a Sentinel? At least in ranked, it's kind of like hard to play a Sentinel the way you would in like a team environment or a match environment. But the biggest mistakes are probably people not realizing what their job is. And on defense side, when you're anchoring a site, typically your job is to either get 1 kill, fall out, or have a really good plan for retake, whether it's like a Killjoy ult or something like that. Or if you want to stay in the site, your goal is to get at least 2 kills and then you die. And if you do that, then you did your job. So those are the biggest mistakes I would say people make. Spring Lane asks us, how often do you attend the Mind Gym? And I attend the Mind Gym every weekday from 9:30 a.m. CST to whenever my practice starts. So if you want to tune in and watch me attend the Mind Gym and get fucking swole, you can go do that. Leviathan AG asks, what do you desire in a teammate that separates them from the competition? And I would just say work ethic and the ability for them not to be a freak. Freak being just like toxic, or just like a weird person. I don't know how to describe it, but when you see those kind of people, you typically know. So just avoiding those individuals, and then obviously somebody that has talent and puts in a lot of time and effort. Moose says, will you sign my forehead? I got you, Moose. First land we got, I'm there. Harmful asks, when are you coming back? I don't know, man. I don't see you on in the mornings anymore. Got me kind of sad. Faux asked me, what's your 3rd favorite flavor of vitamin water? And that would have to be the blueberry acai, 3rd flavor for sure. NRG Flex Ninja says, why do you look like the battle pass I would smash, by the way? I don't know, man. I just kind of came out the womb like that. I grew up like that. I don't know if looking like the battle pass is a good or bad thing, but either way, I would smash too. So hit the DMs if you're interested in that. Speaking of that, Extraroot says, body count ? And the most kills I've ever gotten in a pro game, I'm pretty sure, are 28 against Anbox. So that's the answer to that question. Oh yeah, I get this question a lot from stream, but Hen G asks, when's the Bind and Icebox videos for Killjoy coming out? What about Cypher tutorials? After all, you are the best Sentinel player, right? Well, yes, of course, I am the best in the world. But the Bind and Icebox videos for Killjoy, I honestly don't have that much tech on those 2 maps, since I primarily play either Sage or Cypher on those 2. But I could definitely do some kind of Cypher tutorials, because I do have some cheesy stuff that I could show you guys. Phoenix asks, what's your daily practice / schedule go? How do you fit streaming, hobbies, and sleeping into it? Also, why are you so cute? All right, first of all, last question, genetics. The rest of it, my daily schedule, usually I wake up at like 8:30 a.m. and then I try to eat, shower, and after that I stream. I stream until practice, which is probably like 3-4 hours out of my day, and then I practice from usually 2 to 10. So that right there is like 12 hours of Valorant, and then after that I usually try to spend time with like friends or like, I don't know, something like that, whether it be playing other games or doing something in real life, usually other games. And then some days I honestly just play more Valorant, so yeah, I don't know. And sleeping, don't do much of that, but I try to get my 6 to 8 hours at least. That's what I try to aim for. Abel Streams asks, who's your favorite person to duo with in ranked? Probably Harmful, just because Harmful is like kind of a god, but then he also just tilts out instantly, and then so my entire role on that duo queue is just to keep him mentally in check so he can carry me to victory. That's the most fun I have in ranked. Mogul asks, what's your aim routine like? Any tips for people trying to improve their aim? Definitely play aim labs or Kovacs. Personally, I play Kovacs just because there's a lot more scenarios. You can find like certain Valorant playlists that people have made, and I just recommend doing those. Making sure you do it like once or twice a day will really help you aim consistently. And then also on match days, like if I just really want to get dialed in, I do the Kovacs routine, and then I just blast some music and play DM for a little bit. How good is Poach's IGLing? Seneth asks. Well, Seneth, he's a good caller, has a lot of good ideas, but most importantly, he has a really nice voice, and it makes me want to listen to it. So pretty solid out of 10. I'd give that like a 9.5, maybe a 10 out of 10. Kevin Lee asks, do you miss Counter-Strike? Answer is nope. That game, I liked it a lot when I was like 14, 15 years old, but over time my love for it just kind of died out, and then Valorant came out, and ever since I've been kind of in love with it. So don't miss CS at all. Love me some Valorant. Vimy asks, what got you started in gaming and esports? Well, probably my brother initially. He used to play Counter-Strike Source, and I would watch him play it, and then so every time he wasn't on his computer, I tried to hop on and play Counter-Strike myself. He used to play like some IM matches, or like Cal Open, Cal IM, something like that. So I liked Counter-Strike ever since I was a little kid, and then when CSGO came out, I started playing it, first of all just like casually, but then over time I just kind of got addicted to the competitive nature of it, and then so I just wanted to climb higher and higher in the ranks, which eventually led me going from like matchmaking to playing ESEA leagues and stuff like that. I never went really far in Counter-Strike, but it was kind of the start of me being a competitive person. Krish asks, how do you get the name Bjorlulu? The name Bjorlulu comes from my last name Bjorklund, and at the time I was like 14 when I made it. I liked the Counter-Strike player Michael from Ninjas in Pajamas. So my name is just like a play on Michael. It's like kind of the same thing, if that makes sense. Bjorlulu, Michael, something like that. But it's like my own name. Yeah. Dlash asks, why do you choose to play Sentinel over other roles? And I chose to play Sentinel initially because Sage was like a healer character with a res, and she had really good utility for stopping pushes, but she was also an agent that nobody really wanted to play initially. So I was like, all right, this is my way into like an actual good team, is to play a role that nobody else wants to do. And then over time, I kind of just like liked playing it. I don't know, I still like playing it. It's like my favorite way to play because I get to bait people and then also do my own things on sites. So there's a lot of creativity involved, and that's kind of what I like about it. Johnny asks, how did you join / get noticed by BBG? Well, initially, I think I should just answer this question by like how I joined a professional team in general, because before BBG, I came from Immortals, so I had already kind of like made a name for myself a little bit, but initially getting signed to like Immortals or like a professional team, I was on a Valorant team called Big Frames, where we won the very first Valorant tournament, and then we placed really well. We got a bunch of second places, all to what's currently TSM, and I went through like a tryout process that I got invited to since I was on a team that was doing well, and from there I got picked up onto Immortals, got kicked from Immortals, and then tried out for BBG, did well, and then now this is my home today. So yeah. Scrub asks, what would you tell someone if they asked for the best ways to improve and make a name for yourself? Definitely, like, first of all, probably just grind ranked. Find like a duo partner, someone you like playing with. Don't get tilted during that. Always keep like a level head, and then once you ascend into the ranks of like Immortal, Radiant, something like that, your goal is going to want to be to find a team to play tournaments with, and then from playing tournaments, if you perform well, like other teams will notice you, or like other people will notice you, and then you just kind of like make connections and keep going up and up. DM asks, were you guys confident going into the game against Sentinels, and how did it change throughout the matches? Yeah, we were confident going into the game against Sentinels. We did our homework and we knew what we had to do, so we kind of just played our game and it worked out really well. And then moving forward, unfortunately, we did our homework for XSET as well, but I don't know how to explain it, but everything was clicking versus Sentinels, whereas our like comms weren't as good versus XSET. There's a lot of like the fundamentals and like basics chemistry stuff kind of fell apart, which is bound to happen sometimes, but it was a really unfortunate time for it to happen. But practice more and we get through it and should be good moving forward. Hopefully I answered all the questions you guys wanted to. There was a few repeats and some that were just memes that I skipped over, but hopefully you guys got a lot of good answers out of that and you enjoyed it. And make sure if you did enjoy it and find this useful that you like and subscribe, of course. Get me in that algorithm, baby. If you don't like and subscribe, you're a fake. I hate you. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I appreciate the view and I love you. Anyways, that's it for me today, boys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.